The Sejjil missile, one of Iran's most advanced ballistic weapons, represents not just a leap in military technology but a dramatic shift in the balance of power in the Middle East. This two-stage, solid-fueled missile has a range exceeding 2,000 kilometers, enough to strike deep into Israeli territory, including Tel Aviv, from launch sites within Iran. Unlike older liquid-fueled missiles that require longer fueling times and leave thermal and radar footprints during preparation, the Sejjil is road-mobile and launch-ready in a much shorter time, making it a far more agile and elusive threat. The Iranian government recently claimed the missile could strike Tel Aviv in just 7 minutes, a chilling reminder of how rapidly conflict could escalate. And when we calculate the raw numbers, that claim is disturbingly plausible. Covering a distance of about 1,200 to 1,500 kilometers at speeds estimated between Mach 12 and Mach 14, roughly 14,000 to 17,000 kilometers per hour, the Sejjil could, in fact, complete its deadly journey in under 8 minutes depending on launch position and trajectory. That kind of speed compresses response time for Israeli missile defense systems and military leadership to mere moments. Think about it. In the time it takes to pour a cup of coffee, a city could be in ruins. Israel's defense architecture, considered among the most advanced globally, is layered and designed to counter a wide spectrum of missile threats. The Iron Dome takes out short-range rockets, David's Sling tackles medium-range threats, and the Arrow systems, particularly Arrow 3, are built to intercept ballistic missiles outside Earth's atmosphere. But even these highly capable systems face significant challenges when confronted with missiles like the Sejjil. First, hypersonic speed makes trajectory prediction and interception far more difficult. Second, solid fuel launchers offer little pre-launch warning, unlike liquid-fueled missiles which often require extensive setup detectable by satellites or drones. And third, if Iran were to launch multiple Sejjil missiles simultaneously or coordinate them with drone swarms or cyber attacks, it could overwhelm Israeli defenses, leading to successful penetration. The destructive potential isn't limited to raw explosive power either. Even a conventional payload detonated in a densely populated area like Tel Aviv would result in catastrophic civilian casualties, economic paralysis, and possibly provoke all-out war. Beyond the technical specifics, the Sejjil represents a strategic signal, part deterrent, part provocation. Iran has consistently framed its ballistic missile program as a defensive necessity, especially given tensions with Israel, the United States, and Gulf countries. However, the Sejjil's deployment suggests more than defense. It hints at first strike capability and a growing confidence in regional confrontation. It's also important to consider the timing and messaging around these announcements. Whenever Iran publicizes its military capabilities, it's often within a broader geopolitical context: nuclear negotiations, sanctions, Israeli strikes on Iranian assets in Syria, or political shifts in the region. This isn't just about firepower, it's about signaling resolve and establishing leverage. Moreover, the fear is not just limited to a single missile, it's what the Sejjil could trigger. A launch, even a test, could provoke immediate retaliation. Israel has stated on multiple occasions that it will not tolerate existential threats, and the presence of a weapon capable of obliterating its economic and political heartland in minutes could cross that threshold. Add to that the entanglement of regional actors: Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas in Gaza, Iranian militias in Syria and Iraq, and the ever-present specter of a wider war involving the US and Gulf states. The Sejjil, then, is not just a missile, it's a loaded gun on the table during a tense negotiation where every player is already on edge. It reshapes strategic calculations, increases the margin for miscalculation, and narrows the space for diplomacy. The danger lies not only in its explosive potential but in how it compresses decision-making time, forcing political and military leaders into potentially catastrophic snap judgments. The world has witnessed time and again how rapidly local skirmishes can spiral into regional wars, and in a world armed with hypersonic missiles, those timelines are only getting shorter. Ultimately, the Sejjil is not just an Iranian missile that can reach Tel Aviv in 7 minutes. It's a symbol of a new era in warfare, where speed, range, and precision make old rules of deterrence and diplomacy increasingly fragile. And as these weapons multiply, the question is no longer whether they can strike, but whether the world is prepared for what happens after they do.